previous session, we learnt about finding out arithmetic mean through direct method, and we already mentioned in previous class there are three methods to find out AM: direct method, assumed mean method, and mean deviation method. So let us solve another method for AM, that is assumed mean method. AM using assumed mean method. Okay, here the class interval has been given like this: 10, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50. So the frequency 10, 20 marks, 2 members obtained the marks between 10, 20, 4 persons obtained the marks between 20 to 30. Like this he has given. This is frequency. And now we have to find out the mid value. Here you see the table is different from arithmetic mean finding from direct method. What the things added here? Here we are finding deviation. What is meant by deviation? Deviation is nothing but we have to assume a mean here in the mid value. That you have to subtract from mid value. I will let you know what it is. Okay, here the problem has been given like this. Class interval is this, frequency is this. Now we have to find the mid value. The class interval is 10 to 20. Then what is the mid value? 10 plus 20 by 2. It is nothing but 15. 20, 30, it is 25. 30 plus 40 by 2, 35. The last but not least is 40 plus 50 is by 2. This is 45. Okay. Now, here you have to do one thing. In this problem, we have to assume a mean. Assume means we have to assume that mean could be here. And how you have to assume the mean? In the mid value, you can assume any value as mean. Okay, but for the problem to have minimum values, minimum calculations, let us take the mid values. What are the mid values? 25, 35. So you can take either 25 or 35 as assumed mean. So let you write here. You are assuming A is equal to assumed mean. We assumed that it is a mean. There would be a difference between assumption and actual calculation. So we will find the deviation and we will add or subtract to the assumed mean. So here the problem is nothing else. You are assuming a mean, that is a separate thing. You are finding the deviation. Okay. Now you are just, if the deviation is minus, you deduct from assumed mean. If the deviation is positive, you add the deviation to the assumed mean. That is the only thing. Okay. You see, here is the assumed mean. Assumed mean. So let us assume 25 as assumed mean. So I am taking A as 25. Okay, that you have to write, that you have to mention in the examination while solving the problem. Which value you have taken in the mid values as assumed mean. We have taken A as 25. That we have to refer in the problem. Okay, now you see D is equal to X minus A. What is D? Deviation. How it comes? X minus A. What is X here? 15. What is assumed mean here? X minus A means, for one thing I will write here, what is mid value? 15 minus assumed mean 25. That is equal to how much? It is minus 10. Is it not? And next you see, mid value is 25 minus 25. What it comes? 25 minus 25, that is equal to 0. Is it not? Next, X minus A, 35 minus 25. 35 minus 25, that is equal to 10. And next, 45 minus 25, that is equal to 20. Is it not? Now you have to, here you see, F into F multiplied by D. Frequency multiplied by corresponding D value. So 2 multiplied by minus 10, what it comes? Minus 20. 4 multiplied by 0, what it comes? 0. 5 multiplied by 10, what it comes? 50. 3 multiplied by 20, what it comes? 60. Okay. Here minus 20, 50, 60. What we have to do? We have to make the total of all FD. What we call it as sigma FD. What is the value of sigma FD? Sigma FD is equal to minus 20 plus 0 minus 20 plus 50. Here the plus values are 50 plus 10, 60, 110. 110 minus 20, 90. Sigma FD is equal to 90. Sigma FD is equal to 90. This is equal to. Is it clear? So, we got the value sigma FD is equal to 90. Now, what is the formula for deviation? D is equal to sigma FD by sigma F. What is sigma F here? Sigma F means total frequency. 6 plus 5, 11 plus 3, 14. Okay, sigma F answer is 14. Now we arrived sigma FD as 90, sigma F as 14. What it could be? 90 by 14. This is called deviation. Is it a positive deviation or a negative deviation? It is a positive deviation. So this deviation we have to add it to the assumed mean. Okay, that is the only mean that we happen to be from assumed mean. Okay, now you see what is d value here. You just divide 90 by 14. What it comes? 90 by 14 means 6.4 into, okay, it is 6.42 approximately. Some digits will come, we'll just conclude here. 6.42. What is this? This is deviation. So if you, this is positive deviation, we arrived positive value. So if you add this deviation to the assumed mean, previously you assumed some mean, but that value, the assumption is deviated by 6.42. So because it is positive deviation, you have to add this to assumed mean. Therefore, AM is equal to, what is the formula? AM is equal to assumed mean A plus sigma FD by sigma F. Sigma FD by sigma F is nothing but deviation. What we arrived? 6.42. So AM is equal to 25 plus 6.42. That is nothing but 31.42. So AM we got as arithmetic mean 31.42. So already we thought assumed mean may lie between 25 to 35. So this is 31.42. Here what we have done, it is only simplification of the, for simplification, multiplication is very simple here. In the first problem, direct problem, you have to have a large multiplications. Here it is simplified. That's why it is a simplification from direct method. Okay. So using assumed mean method means you have to assume a mean and that should be subtracted from mid value, and sigma FD would be find out. Sigma FD by sigma F is equal to deviation. If deviation is positive, we add it to the assumed mean. If deviation is negative, we deduct it from assumed mean. So whatever the value that comes, that is the arithmetic mean. Okay, hope it is understood to you very clearly. So arithmetic mean through mean deviation method is the third method. Okay, it is also the same, more than the same as assumed mean method, but it is further simplified in calculations. So direct method is having a laborious calculation. Assumed mean method, the calculations are curtailed. So simplification is done. In mean deviation method, it is further curtailed. So it is mostly simplified. Numerical data is mostly simplified for calculations, for convenience. Okay, let us do this problem right now. Okay, now you see class interval 10, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50 and frequency has been given us 2, 4, 5, 3. So we'll go for mid value. What is the mid value for 10 and 20 class interval? It is nothing but 15. 10 plus 20 by 2, 15. Next 25. Next 35. And next 45. Hope there will be no doubt for this. Here what you have to do, again you have to assume some mean from the x value. Okay. What we assume? We may assume the mid value 25 or 35. Let us take 25 as mid value. Assumed mean. So we are assuming A is equal to 25. We assume A is equal to 25. Okay. Now you see, here we are introducing another term u. What is the value of u? U is nothing but x minus a. What is x minus a? In the past problem, it is x minus a, the deviation. This x minus a divided by h. H means class interval. You also write here a is equal to assumed mean h is equal to another term. H is equal to height of the class. Height of the class. That is nothing but the difference in the class interval. What is the difference between 10 and 20? It is nothing but 10. That is the height of the class. That we denote as h. Okay. Here assumed means 25, height of the class is 10. Is it not? Here you see, for every value of u, what we write here? U is equal to x minus a by h. What is x here? 15. 15 minus, what is value of a assumed mean? 25 by 10. What is the value for first value? I will write like this. Now from next onwards, you directly put the value here. 15 minus 25 minus 15 minus 10 by 10. What is the value? Minus 1. It is minus 1. Is it clear? Next. U is equal to here, mid value 25 minus 25 by 10. 25 minus 25, 0. So U is equal to 0 here. Here 35. 35 minus 25. 10 by 10, 1. And 45. 45 minus 25, 20 by 10, 2. So U, we arrived the figures minus 1, 0, 1, 2. So the figures are very simplified. You observe this. Next, what we have to do? Fi Ua. What is F here? 2 into minus 1. Minus 2. 4 into 0. 0. 5 into 1. 5. 3 into 2. 6. Here you have to find out sigma Fi Ua. Sigma Fi Ua. So, sigma Fi Ui is equal to nothing but total of all the figures. 5, 6, 11 minus 2. What is the value of this? This is nothing but 9. Okay. Now, what is the value of sigma F? 2, 4, 5, 3, 6, 6, 5, 11, 11, 14. Okay. Now, sigma Fi Ui and this is sigma F. Now, what is the formula for AM that we will write here? AM is equal to what is the assumed value that we have to write? A plus sigma Fi ui by a sigma f. Sigma Fi ui by sigma f. This is multiplied by h. Isn't it? Now, this is the formula for AM in mean deviation. What is this? This is assumed mean. This is sigma Fi ui by sigma f into h. Here you have divided the deviation with h for simplification. So whatever we have done, that we have to reciprocate here for getting the deviation. That's why you are multiplying the same thing here. Okay? You see? Nothing else. Now, AM is equal to arithmetic mean is equal to A. What is the value of A? 25 plus sigma Fi ui by sigma f. 9 by 14. 9 by 14. Is it not? Sigma Fi ui 9 and sigma f. What is that multiplied by h? What is h here? Height of the class. Height of the class means difference between the lower limit and upper limit. Nothing but 10. Here 20, 30, 10. Everything is same. So h is equal to 10. So AM is equal to 25 plus 90 by 14. So 90 by 14 means 6.4. Okay. This is nothing but 25 plus 6.42 approximately. That is 31.42. Okay, AM is equal to 31.42. My dear friends, just ruminate. Just ruminate at once. Just ruminate. In the previous method, the problem is one and the same. Class interval frequency is one and the same. So, arithmetic mean that we calculated from assumed mean method, for the same problem we calculated from mean deviation, the answer remained one and the same. Okay, so in what way you do the arithmetic mean, that answer should be one and the same. That already we proved. So this is the way how we have to do the problem when the problem is given and when you are asked to find out the arithmetic mean through mean deviation method. Is it clear what is mean deviation method? It is nothing but we assumed a mean at first. Next, we introduce another term u. U is nothing but x minus a deviation by class height h. U is equal to -1, u is equal to 0, u is equal to 1, u is equal to that we found out. And then next, frequency multiplied by u. -2, 0, 5, 6. So sigma Fi ui by sigma f is the deviation. The deviation multiplied by class interval, because here class interval is dividing the deviation. To neutralize the same effect, we are here multiplying. Okay, so what is the formula for mean deviation method for AM? AM is equal to A plus sigma Fi ui by sigma f into h. So it is 25 plus 9 by 14 into 10, and the answer we are having is 31.42. So it is a simple method for doing the arithmetic mean very easily. Okay friends, so far we have learnt how to find out the arithmetic mean through all the three methods. So in your examination you may be asked where by specific method you go through, or you have been given a choice that you can do the problem by any of one of the three methods, or you may be asked to find out the same thing from two methods. Whatever it may be, when method is very easy to learn, you can do the problem in any. So friends, we'll end the session here, and in next session we'll deal with mode, mean and some other topics. Okay friends, today I am just giving a question to you. What is the difference between direct method, assumed mean method and mean deviation method? Let me clarify this question in one or two sentences in your comment section. Please try this. Okay friends? Friends, if you like this video, please click on to like button and Don't forget to share this video to all of your friends. And my dear friends, it's a big appeal from me. Please don't forget to subscribe our channel. Please subscribe. Thank you.